Hi guys, I'm Blue. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here doing my May. It's not May anymore, it's June. Crap, that went fast. I'm doing my June wrap up. Whew. Awkward. So my life's been a little bit crazy at the moment. We've just had 5 beautiful puppies come into the world. They are 3 weeks old and they are amazing. So I haven't really done a lot of reading this month because I've been just cuddling these great little balls of fluff for as many hours as I can, these beautiful little golden retriever puppies, and I am obsessed with them. If you haven't seen them on my Instagram feed, then go check them out. Hopefully that will cheer you up and make your day just a little bit better. Anyway, I finished 15 books this month. 2 of them are audiobooks, so I'm not going to show or tell you about them because I didn't really think they're worth mentioning. They were Olympic Challenger and Angelic. They were good, but you know, I don't have the physical copy here to show you. Alright, so let's get started. This is Neverland, so this is by an Australian author. She's got a weird Instagram name like Project Letio or something like that, but her name's Margaret McGowan. So, I don't know if you can see it. It's called Neverland. It should be based on Peter Pan. It's not. I went in expecting a Peter Pan retelling and my heart was prepared for it because Peter Pan is my life, and it's not. So don't read this if you think it's a Peter Pan retelling because your heart will be brutally broken like mine. But saying that, it wasn't a bad book. So yes, it's not based on Peter Pan. It's got nothing to do with Peter Pan. It's about this girl, Kit, who self-harms. Oh yeah, trigger warning with that one. And she lives with Doc, I think his name was. It's not Smee, it's Doc. And yeah, he kind of helps her, and then it kind of has like a little bit of her healing process and how she deals with things, with stories, and that's how the Peter Pan kind of comes across into it. If it did have Peter Pan or Hook coming in and like kidnapping her or saving her, that would have just made it look so much better. But that's my personal opinion. It is a really interesting read, just definitely not one that had me hooked. I think it was mostly because of the fact I wanted Peter Pan and Peter Pan wasn't in there. So this one actually just came up on my Facebook feed and all over YouTube. This is Children of Blood and Bone. So this is published by Tomi Adeyemi. Pretty sure that's how you say her name. So this is been picked as the summer read on Jimmy Fallon's TV show. I was really, really excited when I saw this. I knew I had to get it. However, I only gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I'm going to do a full review on why I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, but how many pages is it? Getting there. For 523 pages, I didn't really find a lot of it original. It was generally a typical YA fantasy story, but I'll get to that in a review later on, where you can listen to me ramble about it. Another book review I will be posting is of The Mulberry Tree. So this is written by Alison Rushby, and oh my gosh, this is a middle grade read and I loved it. It was so cool. It's about this girl, Emmy, who moves into this little country town in England with her family, and they find this amazing rental. Problem is, there's like a killer tree out the back. Interesting. I loved it. It's so cute. This is published by Walker Books. I will be doing a book review on this, I think this week. Maybe. Depends on how many puppies I want to cuddle. But yeah, I would recommend that book to anyone that was interested. Another book I got is The Token Huntress. So this is actually sent to me by the author herself, who is Kia Carrington Russell. So this is the first book out of a series. The second one is Vampire, I'm pretty sure. Yes, just found it in the back of the book. So this is a self-published book. So yeah, you got Huntress, Vampire, and then Wolf, which is over there. I gave this, what did I give this one? I gave this 4 stars. Mostly because I haven't read a vampire book in a while and I did find this quite entertaining. There were a few elements of it that I didn't like, but then again, I'm a really, really fussy reader. I cannot wait to read the next ones. I just have been pushed behind with a lot of other life responsibilities, which sucks. But I will be reading the other 2 this month, which is July now. So this is pretty much about, so token huntresses pretty much hunt like bounty hunters, or just hunters really, not bounty hunters, just hunters. And they go and hunt vampires, and token hunters have special abilities that assist them with that. It was really good. I kind of figured I knew what was happening, and I was right. But definitely worth a read. So I'll put her details below. You can go check her out. She's really, really lovely. The next one I read, this was actually the last book I read, and it is The Wild Robot by Peter Brown. And oh my god, this is the best book I've ever read. This is amazing. This is why you do cover buys. I got this because of the cover. Look at that cover. So amazing. And it's based on this robot called Roz, who has the same name as my friend 78 Sundays. Just sliding it in there. You can check her out on Instagram. So anyway, Roz gets, she's been packaged in a box. She's the robot, obviously. Packaged in a box, shipwreck, the hurricane, and she wakes up on this island, and she switches on, and she's got to figure everything out. And it's such a heartwarming and magical tale, and I finished it, and now I want the sequel because it's just so cute. I want a robot. Yeah, so I recommend you get that one. I gave that one 5 stars. You had me at robots. We have Akane. Gotta get that in the right light. Look at that. Just right there. So this is by Lynette Noni. So this is this is an Australian writer. So this is published by Pantera Press all the way up in Queensland. So she has there's 4 books in this series, and she's also releasing another series as well. I kind of got pressured into reading this because my little buddy circle of readers are obsessed with this book. So after listening to them bitch and moan for a while, I thought I better pick it up. This book has great potential. I really, really like the characters. I really like the world building. The world building was fantastic, actually. So what I'm guessing is this is the first book, which is like 400 and something pages on world building, 436 pages on world building, and then the next 3 books are the plot, because there wasn't really a lot going on in this book, but it was definitely worth a read if the rest of the series gets amazing. But we'll see. So yeah, I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. It'll be interesting to see where the rest of the series goes. The next one I got is One Small Thing. This is published by Harley Quinn Teen. Sneaky coffee in the background. So this is by Aaron Watts, which is 2 unknown writers together, which I think is so cool. Be really, really cool if you knew who they were. Anyway, so this was an arc. I will be posting the review this week. It's about this girl called Beth. So her sister died in a car crash 3 years ago, and then her parents have been really, really strict since then. You know, bubble protection, overbearing, psycho killer tendency kind of parents. They're not actually psycho killers. I just really feel like that's where that that's where it should go on. Anyway, so they're really protective of her. She goes out to a party. She meets a guy, and yeah, it turns out he's the guy that killed her sister. Very nice book. I liked it. I think I gave it 4.5. I think I did. Worth checking out. I think it's already released. It got released last week. But very intriguing story. Contemporaries are growing on me. Why are contemporaries growing on me? I must be losing my soul. Or gaining one. I'm not too sure. We'll figure that out. The next one is by Wendy Orr. This is The Shallows Dance. I really disliked this book. This was sent to me by Ellen and Unwin. I have nothing nice to say about this book. I wouldn't recommend it, which is really, really annoying because I did some research on Wendy Orr, and she wrote Nim's Island, so that turned into a movie. That was apparently a really, really good book, and that's on my to-buy list. I was just very, very disappointed in this book. Don't buy it. Please don't. Save your money. Get something like this one, which is Twilight Robbery by Frances Hudgens. And look at the gleam on the cover. So this is the sequel to Fly By Night, and it was amazing. I loved it. Frances Hudgens has such a unique writing style. I've never seen anything like that out there. You really need to go check out her work. I have nothing bad to say about this book. I love this book. I love the characters. So pretty much it's Clint and Mosca. That's what I call it. It's kind of like Moscow in my head, but I call it Mosca out loud. So pretty much she's a 12-year-old girl. Ugh. She's a 12-year-old girl. He's an ex-thief. Well, actually, thief kind of dude. And they enter the city of Toll, so they have to pay a price to get into Toll, which is pretty much all their savings. And they've got 3 days to get out of the city of Toll. And if they don't pay to get their way out, bad things happen. It's very funny. It's very, very amusing. They have a pet goose. Come on. So cool. So if you're interested in getting this book, I went out and got Fly By Night first before I got this one, because I got this one from Macmillan Publishing. Because I was like, oh crap, I didn't realize it was a sequel. You don't actually need to read the first one before you read this one. You can read them separately. If you do read the first one, this pretty much picks up where it ends off. Very, 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 very good read. I will have the review posted this week, actually. This week. This one I've already posted the review because it just makes me so angry. I don't even have a dust jack for it. It is Suvar by Magic Srivatha. I really, really dislike this book. Really, really, really dislike this book. I don't even want to talk about it. It's shocking. Dribble. Ugh. The next one is Moxie. I'm actually writing a review for this one right now. I loved it. This is by Jennifer Matthew. So this is pretty much, Moxie is created by this girl called Viv who goes to this school, and this school pretty much gives the boys in the football team anything they want. The girls, on the other hand, nothing. It does have a lot of sexual harassment kind of talk throughout the whole book, and a lot of sexism issues that they touch base on. It's a very feminist book, but not the kind of annoying feminist that shoves it in your face and, you know, think women are greater than anything in the world. It's actually pure feminist book where it actually believes in equality, which is something that people generally cross the line with. If you're going to be a feminist, it's just equal, guys. Women are not better than men. Men are not better than women. You know, they're just humans. Anyway, I won't rant about that. Besides the pink cover, which I really, really hate, and again, I don't understand why everything needs to have pink on it. This is about some girls getting together and starting a rebellion by this Moxie article. I gave this one 5 out of 5. I highly recommend you read it. Get it. Just get it. Doesn't matter if you're male, female, YA, adult, middle grade. Maybe wait a little bit if you're middle grade, actually, because touches some heavy topics in this one. But I highly recommend you read it, and it kind of gives you an eye-opening experience to what is actually going on in the world. Because a lot of people just, you know, close their eyes and pretend nothing's happening. The next one I got is Amara's Rose. So this one was sent to me. Why is there like dog hair all over my books? Fair children. Their hair gets everywhere. So this is by Brianna Gox. So this author, here's another dog hair. What the hell? This author is in, where does it say? Iowa, USA. So she sent me her book for an honest review, which I've already posted. I really, 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 really like the concept of this book. It's pretty much like every planet has a key. Our main girl, who's Rose, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Rose. She has a key, controls the portals to that world. And then obviously bad stuff happens. If you do buy this book though, there are a lot of errors, like grammatical errors, like kind of like my speaking tonight. Miserable. But I didn't judge this book on any of the errors. I kind of overlooked them I thought the story was a lot better than the errors, to be honest. So I didn't really pick on it a little bit. This is quite a unique story, so I recommend that you do get it. I think I gave it 4 out of 5. That is a pretty cute cover. I like it. You can find her on my YouTube. No, not my YouTube. I think it was my WordPress. I posted that review, so go check that out. Last one was Lifelike. Look at this cover. So this is by Jay Kristoff. Jay Kristoff is Australian and a Melburnian. Yes. So this is pretty much a mix of Romeo and Juliet, Mad Max, Blade Runner, and what else did they say? A little bit of X-Men. I liked this book. I didn't love this book. I liked the Mad Max kind of thing, the X-Men kind of thing, a little bit of the Romeo. I liked all that, and the fact it was pretty much an Anastasia retelling as well. That was all really, really good. There was a lot of things that I didn't like about the book, but they didn't outweigh the good things in the book. I just think the sequel will be going places and hopefully be a lot better than the ending, because the ending in this book killed me. It killed me, people. It was really crap. Lucky Jay Kristoff is really awesome dude. Anyway, that's 13 out of my 15 books I read this month. Hopefully July, we're in July now. God, where's 2018 going? Hopefully the next month I get a bit more reading done, because I have a massive TBR pile to get through. Anyway, that's me done, guys. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye. Another book review. It's Sunday, bear with me.